Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I filmed this super fun makeup look for you guys. It's just like a spring pop of color look. I was feeling like playing with colors, you know, spring is coming, it's getting warmer, so I wanted to play around with some purples and everything, and I really enjoyed the way that this look turned out. If you guys want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell, and all that good stuff. And let's get right into the video. So to start out today's look, I'm going in with this Maybelline Master Prime Primer, and I'm going to go ahead and apply this all over my skin with my fingers. Then I'm going in with this little Maybelline Master Concealer Palette, I think that's what it's called. If I miss anything, everything will be linked in the description box below. All of the shades, the shade names, the brushes, and all of that. So I'm taking that green shade from that palette, and I'm just going to go ahead and pat this over a few of the blemishes that I have on my face. I do have like 2 on my cheeks, and I am just blending this into the skin with my fingers. I'm not going to go over the beauty blender or anything, just because we are putting foundation right on top of this. So now I'm going in with this little CC cream that I got in my Birchbox, and today was the first day that I tried it, and I really did like it. It added like a really nice coverage to the skin. It wasn't like really cakey, it wasn't too natural, it was just a really nice CC cream. But I did want a little bit more today just because my face is breaking out. I wanted a little bit more coverage, so I did end up going over with the Laura Mercier Candleglow foundation. I used that one just because I did not want this to get too cakey or too matte or anything. I still wanted the skin to be very luminous, but this CC cream just, it was really beautiful, but it just didn't have the coverage that I wanted. I wanted just a little bit more. But this CC cream on like a everyday wear, you know, whenever you're just running out of the house and you just throw on a little bit of CC cream and like some lip gloss or something, this is beautiful. It made my skin look super good. So once I get all my foundation applied, I'm going in with concealer. I'm taking my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I'm just going right underneath the eyes with it. And then I'm also going to take it on all the high points of my face. I'm going on the chin, nose, cupid's bow, and forehead just to highlight those areas. And then I did take some of that concealer shade from that little Maybelline palette, and I am just tapping it in with my finger. The reason that I'm doing this is because though my blemishes were showing through just a little bit, but I did not want to add my concealer to it just because my concealer is lighter than my skin. So I did not want to highlight my blemishes, so I took a concealer that was the same color as my skin tone and just applied it like that with my fingers just to make sure everything was nice and blended and you couldn't see any of my blemishes and they did not stick out or anything like that. So then I'm going to go ahead and blend all my concealer in with a beauty blender, obviously. Then I'm going in with this e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder, and I'm just taking this and setting underneath my eyes and on the eyelids. Then I will be taking some of my face powder, some of this, my Maybelline Loose Finishing Powder, and I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of the face with that. Then for bronzer, I am just going to go ahead and go in and take this butter bronzer from Physicians Formula, and I'm just going to take this and put it underneath the cheekbones, around my forehead, and down the sides of the nose. And then I actually took a little bit of the Urban Decay Naked Illuminated Powder. It's actually a highlighter, but I get the darker shade. It's the shade Lit. And I put this around the face as well, just to add a little bit of a glow to the skin and just bronze up a little bit more. Next, I'm taking this e.l.f. blush palette. I'm taking the brownish shade and the magenta shade. They both have some shimmer to it, and they add a nice glow to the skin. And I'm just going to take both of those and start at the back of the cheeks and work my way inwards and just apply a nice flush to the face. Then for highlighter, I'm going in with this NYX Duochromatic highlighter. This is the Lavender Steel shade, and I'm just applying this onto the cheekbones. And as you can see, it just adds the most beautiful purpley pink, like iridescent highlighted look, and it is so pretty. I love this highlighter. Now I'm moving on to the eyes. I'm going in with Soap and Glory, the Perfect 10 palette, and I'm just taking this really light pinky shade right here, and I'm just going to work this into my crease, just adding a little bit of depth in there. Then I'm going in with this slightly darker mauve shade from that same palette on a slightly smaller brush, and I'm just working this into the crease as well. These shades are kind of similar and they don't show up too well, but like I've said before, I just really like to add a lot of shades in while my eye looks. I just feel like it makes everything look a lot more blended and a lot more seamless. Then I'm going to go in with this little NYX eyeshadow palette. I'm not sure what the name of this palette is, but like I said, everything will be linked in the bottom in my description box. All of the products, all the shade names, and all of that. So I am taking this bronzing shade from this palette, and I am just going to go ahead and start applying this to the crease as well, just to warm everything up and give a brown feel to everything. Then I'm going in with my Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette, and I know you guys, I'm using a lot of palettes in this tutorial. I'm sorry. And I'm going to take that pink flamingo shade, and I'm just going to start buffing this into my crease with that big fluffy brush just to add a pink feel to the eyes. Then I'm taking this dark kind of cool tone brown shade, and I'm going to go ahead and take this really, really lightly and put it right into the crease just to add some definition into my crease area. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back in with that brown shade from the NYX palette, the bronzing shade. And I am just going to go ahead and blend that out just to make sure that everything looks really nice and seamless. Then, of course, I'm going back in with my fluffy brush with a bunch of those pink shades that we used. I just mixed them together and put them on this brush and started to blend everything out. And of course, I went back in and deepened up the crease just a little bit and then blended it out. I was just kind of going back and forth and getting it to the depth that I wanted. Next, I'm going in with this beautiful purple shade from L'Oreal, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply this to the lid with my fingers. And as you guys can see, this shade is beautiful, and they are super, super cheap and affordable. If you do not have these eyeshadows, then I highly, highly recommend them. Next, I'm going in with this dark blue shade from that palette, and I am just going to go ahead and create a winged liner with this eyeshadow. I didn't want to do a black liner, and I didn't want to do a purple liner, so I just decided to go with this blue, and it looked so pretty. And now I'm taking this little Maybelline Color Tattoo little eyeshadow pot, and I am just going to take this and put it into the waterline. I am not taking this on the lower lash line or anything. I'm just putting it in the waterline and making sure that it's really, really pigmented in there and everything's going to stay in place. Then I am taking this really nice kind of like yellowish green shade from that Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette. It's just, just a shade to blend on the lower lash line. It's not too important or anything, just because we're going over with this bluish green shade that you see right now. This is the main shade that we're using on the lower lash line just to add a little bit of depth and to really tie in the look. Then I'm going back in with that, with another Maybelline, or not Maybelline, NYX highlighter. I'm using this white shade this time. It's white and it kind of has a little hint of blue in it. So I am just using this to highlight my inner corners. I'm picking up on my fingers and just kind of tapping it in there. And then I'm also going to take this shade and highlight the brow bone as well, just to tie everything together. Then I'm going through and setting my brows down with some clear brow gel. You guys know the drill. I am just brushing my brows up and just making them look more full. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take some of my powder and just bake right underneath the contour just to clean that area up. And then I was not feeling false lashes today. I have not been feeling them lately. And so I just put on a lot of mascara. Then I went ahead and wiped away that excess powder. And now I'm going in with this little Buxom lipstick. And I really wish I hadn't used this lipstick, y'all. I mean, it was just like way too light on me. And now that I look at the footage, I'm like really not feeling it. But it looked okay with this glitter top coat over top. But I definitely could have picked a better lip color for this. But you know, if you guys are recreating this look, I would not recommend this lipstick. I would recommend something probably just a little bit darker, not too much darker, but just not this light. It just, I don't know. It still looks good, but I would recommend a darker lip shade. Okay, and then this is the finished look, everyone. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. This look was super fun to create and super colorful. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave me a nice comment, turn on your notification bell, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks, everyone. Bye.